Alright, so as the title says, this is going to be a showing of why and a narration too, because after this intro I am going to be putting on a episode of Sword Art Online, but I'm going to be doing a narration. You know, you'll get it. But anyways, this is why I personally love Sword Art Online, particular to Season 1. You know, once they got into, Season 2 is, but Season 3 with the guns and all that, that's when I lost interest. But Season 1 was the absolute pinnacle, the best. Season 2 was alright, I still dug it, but I wasn't into it as much as Season 1. Anyways, with that all said, I just want to point out ahead of time, a lot of it has to do with the storyline, it has to do with the characters, the character development over time, and definitely the love relationship between Kirito and Asuna, or Asuna, as some might say. Because people like to say it with the accent, or they just like to say it how it's said, so I just say it both ways, Asuna and Asuna. So anyways, with that said, here we go. Alright, and so as I was going on about, it is about Sword Art Online. Alright, so this anime came to me in a pretty interesting way, actually. A little bit backstory here. I was playing at the time with my friend on Call of Duty Ghosts, in Extinction mode, of course. And he mentioned two animes, Sword Art Online and Death Note, based off of what he knew about me, and of course of the things I was telling him concerning my interests in what I watch, and in general knowing who I am, and so on and so forth. He mentioned that I ought to watch Sword Art Online and Death Note, and tell him what I think. And so I agreed to his little challenge of suggestion. Well, I used to be one of those guys that would make fun of anime watchers and see animes as worse than soap operas. The characters all weird looking and overdramatic, and in general just not very appealing. Kind of boring and dumb, and I never really had any interest in them because of those reasons. But then I watched Sword Art Online, and it changed that very quickly, much less seeing both Sword Art Online and Death Note. So back in 2014, when I first started to watch Sword Art Online, I was amazed at how accurate my friend was, because I didn't just like it, I loved it, and became damn near addicted to it. I binge watched this under a whole week. Just under it. Anyway, mind you, I watched this on Netflix, so, no commercials. But anyway, with the backstory known, man, I could go on forever about the bajillion reasons why I love Sword Art Online. From every big detail, small detail, medium, just everything, man. But one of the main reasons is the relationship between Kirito and Asuna, as seen here between these two, Kirito and Asuna. For a better understanding to the full extent of why is in a different video, where I literally dedicate a video entirely to the topic of their relationship and interaction, and of who they are as people, individually and together. But anyway, a short summary would be how everyone strives to have a relationship just like they do, of Asuna and Kirito. How she's a mix of everything awesome. She's as feminine can be feminine. Gentle, soft-spoken, and polite, and mature. And if she was a real-life woman, she'd be insanely beautiful. But then, a mix with that, she's a damn fucking warrior princess of badassery. Kind of going like Xena mode or something. And she just becomes that much more perfect. She's caring, she's nurturing, kind, compassionate, loving, adorable, and cute. Her voice being so pure and innocent. But again, she's also a badass when she needs to be. Man, it's crazy, it's awesome, and it's exciting, really. That is just so damn attractive and awesome that I cannot even describe it without, oh, look at that, that I cannot even fully describe it without it being like an hour plus long. Anyway, when it comes to Kirito, he and I are like on many levels, and so there's a reliability, or relatability rather, factor that he and I have here. He is a mix of tough, strong, reliable, dependable, badass, a protector and a provider, but also kind, understanding, compassionate, empathetic, and so on. Not only that, but how he is someone who protects his loved ones and so on. The great lengths that he will go and I would go are limitless. Anyway, with all that out of the way, this is just one of those animes where there's absolutely nothing wrong with it. You cannot say anything negatively about it. It's emotionally and mentally stimulating. It keeps you enticed and damn near entranced with everything from the storyline to the characters to damn near everything. I love how the audio was, and the music and the voices, and in particular to the music at the most perfect times, how it fits the scene perfectly every single time. The voice actors were perfect as well, and it suits the characters amazingly. The colors, the sounds, the effects, just everything is spot on perfect. There is nothing to dislike about this anime. And remember, I used to be a guy who thought poorly of anime and used to make fun of people that watched it until this anime. I gave it a chance and I have never regretted it since. Hell, I watched it back all those years ago in 2014, and still to this day, I haven't found a better anime other than Death Note. Those are the only two animes that are superior and that I even watch. Anyway, with that said, I'll leave the rest of this video in audio to go with it, and and my narration, so you can have an idea of this anime to catch your interest. So hopefully you yourself, if you haven't already watched it, go on and, watch it for yourself. Of course, starting at the very beginning, so you can, obviously have a good understanding of how this all goes. But yeah, in general, I do hope you enjoy the rest of this here clip and video, and it catches your intrigue and interest enough to where you go and watch it yourself. And so with that all said, here you go. Enjoy. I'll have a narration at the end after the video ends. So until then, I'll see ya.
I don't know who's nicer, you or me.
So, anyway, Asuna, I got a favor to ask. He can be hard to talk to, and he's a loner and addicted to combat, but he's a good guy. Take care of him, will you?
Okay. I promise he's in good hands.
That's the last one. Only thing left's the boss's room. Maybe those guys use some kind of teleportation thingy to go back. Asuna! Hey!
Idiots!
Hey! You guys okay? Don't just stand there! Use your teleport crystals!
We can't! The crystals aren't working!
I've never heard of a trap like this being in a boss room before.
The Uncrat Liberation Army doesn't know the word retreat! Come on! Keep fighting!
They're insane. Hey, What the hell's going on?
They can't use their teleportation crystals. We could distract the boss, but going in there's too risky.
But isn't there something we can do?
Ready? Charge!
Don't do it! Hey! Hang on, Corvots!
I can't believe this.
I can't.
Oh, what the hell?
Get out!
I got you, buddy. Thanks.
This'll take forever!
Get out of there!
Kirito! The only way to end this is if I use it. But then... Damn it! Just use it already! Hey, Klein! Asuna! Listen! I need 10 seconds! Keep him off me!
Yeah, you got it.
Okay, I'm ready! Switch out! Okay, here goes. Starburst Stream!
What the hell kind of skill's that?
Faster! Gotta go faster! Is it over? Oh, man, my head. That was too close. How long was I out for?
Just a few seconds. You reckless idiot!
Jeez, don't hug me so hard. I'll lose the last of my HP.
Korvac and 2 of his men are the only ones who didn't make it.
We haven't lost a player in a boss fight since floor 67.
That wasn't a boss fight, that was suicide. Korvac was a damn fool. There's no point to any of this if you die. You're not off the hook either. What the hell did you do just now?
I don't think you want to know.
Oh, come on! I've never seen anything like that before!
It's an extra skill I picked up. Dual wielding.
Dude, are there prerequisites?
If I knew that, I'd have shared it by now.
It's not on the info broker's skill list. Guess it's exclusive to you. Hey, you got a unique skill. Way to stay on the down low, Kirito. How can you keep an awesome secret like this from your buddies?
About 6 months ago, I was scrolling through my skill menu, and it was just there. Dual wielding. But if anyone else found out I had a skill like this...
They'd get pissed because you had something they didn't. Well, some gamers are like that, but not me. You're right, though. People would definitely be jealous you had that. And that. Well, they say your character's built by life's challenges, so keep soldiering on, young man.
Easier said than done.
We're gonna go trigger the warp gate. You coming?
Nah, I'll catch up with you later. Need a rest for a bit.
I heard that. Have a safe trip back. Oh, and by the way...
Huh?
You know how you ran in there to rescue those army guys like you did?
Yeah?
Well, you know. Glad you did. Anyway, I'll see ya.
What's wrong, Asuna?
I was so scared. If you died, I didn't know what I'd do.
What are you talking about? You're the one who jumped in first, remember?
I'm taking a leave of absence from the guild.
Why? And do what, sleep in all day?
Did you forget already? I said I was teaming up with you.
Okay.
Alright, so there you have it. That is generally how Sword Art Online Season 1 episode goes. Some episodes are obviously calmer and some are more intense, but you know, it's not always action-packed and it's not always calm either. But you get the general sense of, how things go. And as I had stated before, look at the interaction between Asuna and Kirito. Isn't that fucking perfect? She went all badass to super nurturing and affection and warm and gentle towards her protector and lover Kirito. And he himself, even though he went full on badass and defeated the boss monster, still calmed down and didn't get all egotistical and blah blah blah, and accepted her love and affection and nurturing ways, and was very understanding of her emotionally, and considered how she felt, and went calmly to talk to her and make her feel better, and so on and so forth. She fucking hugged and hung on to him for the whole rest of the scene. I love that. She's perfect. As is he. Anyway, with that said though, its overall storyline is amazing, and I am able to watch this anime over and over and over again and never get bored. Hell, I binge watched this show so many times, it's crazy. So with all that said, thank you for watching, and damn it, go watch Sword Art Online Season 1 if you haven't. Damn it. As such, if you're wanting an action-packed, high-octane anime with emotionally powerful scenes and situations and so on, then this is absolutely perfect for you. And as a man, you'll end up having moments where I'm sure you'll be holding back tears of happiness, excitement, or sadness, or at least getting excited yourself, due to how it's that damn emotionally impactful and powerful of an anime. And wish you had a gal like Asuna. But with that all said, I do thank you for watching. Until next time, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.